10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good, keep the head. Roll under the bed. Good job.
That's that lawnmower. That's that. Yeah. Start that motherfucker lawnmower.
I felt that.
Good, perfect. That was your best rep. Come on.
The boxing world is buzzing as Gervonta Tank Davis has officially started his preparation phase for the highly anticipated clash with Jake Paul. The Baltimore powerhouse, renowned for his devastating knockout ability and explosive ring presence, has wasted zero time getting back to work. With global attention now focused on this blockbuster matchup, Davis is dedicating himself to elevating every aspect of his fighting arsenal. This exclusive look into Tank's training reveals the intense dedication and strategic preparation driving his pursuit of victory in what promises to be one of the year's biggest fights. Tank has launched into the initial phase of his fight preparation by fine-tuning his core boxing fundamentals while maintaining laser-sharp mental focus. Every training session is approached with unwavering discipline, dedicating time to enhance his lightning-fast hand speed, precise timing, and rock-solid defensive capabilities. With a composed yet fierce attitude, Davis remains completely locked in on delivering elite-level performance. His primary objective centers on achieving optimal physical conditioning while developing tactical approaches to counter Paul's size and strength advantages, ensuring his own movement remains lightning quick, devastating, and absolutely unpredictable when the bell rings.
Breeze mode, let's go. Breeze mode.
Notably, promoter Eddie Hearn has recently expressed his perspective on this upcoming bout, making his opposition to the concept quite clear. He publicly stated his disapproval of exhibition-style matchups, arguing they lack genuine sporting merit within professional boxing. However, Hearn acknowledged that financial incentives often drive these decisions, explaining why this particular fight will likely proceed despite his concerns about its sporting legitimacy and overall value to the boxing landscape.
One side, you have to understand the business of it. I hate these exhibitions. I hate these 14-ounce gloves. I don't know what it's going to be, but like, you know, you've now got Jake, who's a 210, 220 pounder fighting a 135 pounder. Bit weird, but at the same time, you know, I can't be a hypocrite and say, if you're Gervonta Davis and you're being offered 20, 30, 40 million, whatever the number is, and you're getting 7 or 8 to fight Lamont Roach in a 50-50, what are you going to do?
Within his training facility, Tank Davis has assembled a world-class support system, working alongside experienced coaches, specialized nutritionists, and skilled sparring partners who can mirror Jake Paul's fighting approach. His team maintains constant communication, continuously adjusting training methods and fine-tuning exercises to exploit any potential weaknesses in his opponent's game. Conditioning specialists focus on maintaining his explosive power throughout all championship rounds, while tactical analysts study Paul's fighting tendencies to develop targeted counter strategies. Every element of his preparation, from nutritional planning to sparring sessions, is implemented with surgical precision. Davis credits his tight-knit team for driving him both physically and mentally toward peak fighting condition for this monumental battle. Additionally, Tank Davis has earned complete backing from fellow champion Shakur Stevenson concerning this potential showdown. In his detailed assessment, Stevenson dismissed any realistic chances for Jake Paul, regardless of his physical advantages. According to Shakur's analysis, size differences won't play a decisive role in determining the fight's outcome. Stevenson mentioned that following Tank's recent performance against Lamont, Davis has already hinted at pursuing fights against opponents like Jake Paul. He maintains that Davis's exceptional boxing abilities will prove sufficient to dominate the contest and secure a convincing victory.
I mean, size will play some part of the fight, but if I'm thinking like I'm Tank, I'm probably just gonna go out there and try to outbox him and use my knowledge and IQ against him. So I can see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Is there any way you could, any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
No way.
Nope.
Regarding his mental approach, Tank approaches this contest determined to showcase his abilities as a technically superior and battle-hardened professional fighter. He aims to prove that advanced skill level and ring intelligence trump pure physical attributes or celebrity status. Davis seeks to deliver a dominant performance that cements his position among boxing's elite competitors. This opportunity allows him to display his surgical precision, composed demeanor, and knockout capability, sending an unmistakable message to both supporters and skeptics about the clear distinction between himself and crossover personalities like Jake Paul.
Just don't want to look bad come fight night. My biggest fear has been embarrassed, especially in front of like all these people like worldwide. Then you be like, come this mean for deck, like, you know, like I ain't got time for that. I'm not trying to go out getting my butt kicked like bad. Like I can't do it. I don't want to be embarrassed, bro. It's just my pride. Some people be made for it, some people don't. He's not gonna win. You better be ready.
Furthermore, during his training regimen, Tank attacks the heavy bag with devastating combination sequences that emphasize raw power, pinpoint accuracy, and sustained endurance. Every punch is thrown with complete intention, testing his precise timing, blazing hand speed, and ability to maintain strength throughout extended training periods. The heavy bag work also allows him to practice body shots and various angles, replicating actual fight conditions where he can break down opponents across multiple rounds. Davis maintains an aggressive pace, utilizing powerful hooks and sharp jabs to reinforce the signature knockout power that defines his fighting style while building the stamina to deliver it consistently when the lights are brightest. Furthermore, respected boxing journalist Dan Rafael has also weighed in on this matchup by expressing reservations about the significant weight difference between the fighters. He observed that while many critics believe it might lack entertainment value, similar concerns were raised before the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson encounter. Ultimately, however, that bout proved to be a legitimate competition, with Paul showing genuine respect for Tyson.
It'll be an exhibition fight. Now, whether they go all out and try to win, I guess we'll have to see. You know, some people would think maybe it turns out like other exhibitions we've seen where it doesn't have the excitement because they're not truly going for it, like Jake Paul and Tyson. Now it was an official fight, not an exhibition, because they were on similar terms in terms of the weight. But Jake even made a point at the end of that fight, like he didn't want to knock Tyson out because he kind of felt bad for him.
Similarly, boxing insider Keith Adek has echoed Dan Rafael's concerns about the fight concept. Regardless of whether it's classified as a professional bout or exhibition match, he considers the matchup extremely risky for both participants. He emphasized that Jake and Tank represent vastly different weight categories, creating a substantial disadvantage that's challenging for any fighter to overcome.
You can't put someone they're 65 pounds apart in weight for the most part now. If you look at the cruiserweight limit and the lightweight limit, even if Jake Paul somehow got down to, let's just say 180, and I'm not sure that he'd be able to do that at this point because he's fought so high in weight. Let's just say he got down to 180. They're still 45 pounds apart in weight, and that's just not safe. So if this were to be treated as some sort of even though they're calling it an exhibition, a legitimate athletic event, I don't know how you could do that, because it's just not safe for someone that big and someone that small to fight each other. That's why they have weight classes.
Continuing with Tank's preparation methods, during pad and mat work sessions, he refines his surgical precision, explosive speed, and defensive reactions under close supervision from his experienced coaching staff. These intensive drills replicate actual fight scenarios, enabling him to rehearse complex combinations, head movement patterns, and lightning-fast counterpunching techniques. Contrasting with other opinions, boxing analyst Greg Hackett has defended Gervonta Davis against critics questioning this fight choice. According to Hackett, the decision ultimately rests with Davis regarding his opponent's selection, and if he's confident about facing Paul, he should pursue that opportunity.
I don't understand the issue. He could come back and fight whoever he want after that. His career is not over just because you fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul ain't no type of fucking demon. It's not like he about to go in there with Godzilla. You about to play around for 8 rounds, 2 minutes with a dickhead. You know what I mean? No disrespect. But, you know, with somebody that think they know how to fight. This is a bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? This is what people do in the corporate world every day. Steal fucking money. He doing it. I'm not mad at that, man. Man, fuck that. I ain't mad at Tank for something.
Therefore, considering all these factors, don't be shocked when Tank defeats the significantly larger Jake Paul come fight night. He understands precisely what type of challenge awaits him, and his comprehensive early preparation will serve him incredibly well once he enters the squared circle. Thorough preparation creates the foundation for a fighter's confidence, and Tank is leaving absolutely nothing to chance. Lamont Roach Sr. has also offered his perspective, mentioning that a rematch between Tank and Roach Jr. was the bout many boxing fans eagerly anticipated. However, since that rematch is no longer feasible, he emphasized the importance of moving forward and pursuing fresh opportunities rather than fixating on missed possibilities.
That's the fight we won, and I think that's the fight the fans want, you know, such after a great fight like that. Everybody's looking forward to the second bout, but unfortunately things ain't lining up as planned, so we just can't sit around and wait. We gotta move forward and continue our career. You know, we're not in a position just to see stagnated and wait for something like that to happen. That fight's gonna be there, you know, hopefully it happens soon, but we're looking to get back in the ring for the year out, and I think we will, you know what I'm saying? So just listen out for the next news update.
Additionally, within his training camp environment, Tank's sparring sessions integrate every training component by testing his skills against live opponents who replicate Jake's fighting style. These intense sessions evaluate his timing precision, distance management, and ability to adapt under intense pressure.
Hey, mama, keep dipping, keep dipping. Good. Keep touching your head. Oh, stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Looking ahead, it's crucial to examine both fighters' professional backgrounds and achievements. Let's analyze what each competitor has accomplished throughout their respective boxing journeys. Gervonta Tank Davis stands as one of professional boxing's most exciting and explosive fighters, celebrated for his devastating knockout power, incredible speed, and surgical precision, having captured multiple world championships across different weight divisions.
It's probably, I say, the best fighter. Definitely definitely we was feeling, we was going off each other's energy in there. I say that we was actually, well, we was actually talking in there, and you know what I mean, and it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. You know what I mean? I enjoyed every moment of it. So.
Conversely, Jake Paul has successfully transformed from social media influencer to legitimate professional boxer, attracting worldwide attention through his unconventional path to boxing success. He initially competed in exhibition matches before quickly advancing to official professional contests, defeating experienced combat sports veterans and former MMA champions.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to fight all of these guys. I feel like tonight was just the first day of my boxing career, and I've just got warmed up, and now this is the chapter 2. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words, so people can sit behind their desks and sit on their TV shows and say a lot of things about my career, but everyone's tuning in. Everyone's watching, and I just
discussing Jake Paul's training approach since he hasn't yet begun specific preparation for the Gervonta fight. Let's examine how he prepared for his most recent bout against Chavez Jr. He entered that training camp with a mentality centered on strict discipline and unwavering consistency. Understanding the significance of facing such an experienced opponent, he committed completely to the preparation process, maintaining focus throughout the entire camp. Moreover, Paul focused on building his confidence by drawing motivation from his previous fights to fuel continuous improvement leading up to fight night. His determination was unmistakable, along with his refusal to underestimate any opponent and his commitment to being completely prepared when the opening bell sounded.
2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That looks, that's some power right there. Hey. 30, 20 more. Holy I thought it was 30. 20 more. Hey, bro. Oh, yeah, I'm working that footage. I'm giving them that footage. About to switch in 5
Overall, since this fight announcement, the boxing community has expressed varied reactions to the news. Some oppose the matchup entirely, questioning its sporting credibility, while others view it as positive competition for the sport's growth. Early predictions are already circulating, with fans deeply divided regarding the probable outcome. In conclusion, what's your opinion about this upcoming fight? Should this matchup proceed, or does it represent a bout that lacks sporting merit? Is Gervonta Davis positioned to demonstrate his championship-level dominance, or will Jake Paul shock the entire boxing world by claiming an upset victory on fight night? We're eager to hear your predictions about the winner and how the fight unfolds. Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and remember to like and subscribe to support our channel, as your engagement is incredibly valuable to us, and stay tuned for continued updates as this exciting fight approaches.